I've seen a few more people sign in, and in the interest of not keeping you guys all night, good evening. My name is Karen Prolopano. I'm one of the senior child care coordinators here at the YMCA. I'll also be the camp director at Camp TOGA this year. We're excited to have what I hope to be, or what hopes to feel like, a more normal camp experience for our campers this year. We've got a lot of fun stuff planned for them. Sorry, I'm looking at two screens here to go over what my list of notes to do are. So excuse me when I look away. I figured this is probably the hot button of the topic. Now, I do know that some things changed with advisories through the governor's office today, but as of this moment, the mask policy is as follows. When we are outside with the children, staff included, as long as the staff is vaccinated, they're welcome to remove their mask. Children and our staff will be allowed to remove their mask outside. When we come inside, we would have their mask back on. If that changes, we will certainly notify you. I do know that something came out from the governor's office today with regards to hitting the 70% vaccination rate, I believe was what changed the wordings today. If anything changes, we will let you know. But right now, mask inside and mask are off outside. Let's see. And if you guys have questions as we're going, please don't hesitate to either, sorry, that's my alarm. Either raise your, I guess there's the virtual raise your hand, or if you just want to unmute and ask your question, please do. We actually have, oh, Jenny, do you need something, or are you just adjusting? Oh, okay. I saw your hand. I didn't know if you had a virtual hand or a real hand there. So I want to show you some things that we're doing this year, which I hope will be exciting. So let me just share the screen here. I want to play this for you first, just so you have an intro to camp. This was done in 2019, but we hope to have something very similar to this look and feel. Maybe a few less campers, but this is our game plan. Okay, that is summer camp in a minute and a half. So with luck, we will see something like that all summer long. And we have a few things that will help you see that this summer. We have introduced tadpoles. Tadpoles is a way for us to connect with our families and for you guys to connect with us as well. So we are using this technology to sign the children in and out of camp between the different places they go in camp, but also we'll be able to take pictures and share them with you as parents. Some families that are familiar with this currently go to our preschool programs and our daycare programs, and they're used to this tadpoles. It's an interface where we can kind of discuss with you what's going on, give you a snippet of their day, and hopefully you'll see a picture every day of your camper involved in some sort of fun. With that being said, tadpole photos, this is how it would work. You would see it on your phone. You'd see a daily report, see a new picture of the child coming through. If you do not have permission on file for us to take your child's photo, we will not send you photos via tadpoles. Some families did indicate that they wish not to have their photos taken, and that's taken, and that is okay. We will just not send you a daily report unless you would like to change that with us and say it's only for tadpole use only. That is fine. You'd have to reach out to us and put that in writing, and you could send that directly to me via email here at the YMCA. Opened another screen for you. And if anybody has questions at any time, please feel free to key up and let me know. But I will just keep going as I'm discussing. I wanted to show you our website. This is where you can see a lot of our stuff. You see there's a pool picture or camp picture right there. But if you go under Camp TOGA, you'll see that cool video we just watched, but you'll see what we have to offer in terms of our hours of operation, when we'll be operating from. We'll be here 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. The majority of our camp activities will be taking place during that 9 to 3 p.m. timeframe. You'll see our swimming, our archery, our ropes courses, and the typical arts and crafts that you see during the day. The times between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. and 3 to 6 p.m., they will still do camp activities. They won't be going into rotations the same as they would during the day, whether that's arts and crafts or the ropes or archery. They'll be doing more group activities, and they can still have access to arts and crafts, but the planned campiness will be from 9 to 3. We are housing our 2nd to 6th graders here at Camp TOGA. Camp Wilton will have our incoming kindergarten students and 1st graders. We also have a camp at Battenkill this year, which will be half-day specialty camps running for 3 weeks. Our pricing is as below. Camp TOGA, Camp Wilton are both $270 a week, with Battenkill $120. We do have busing as an option this year. This was to include more of our outlying communities to bring them into the camp experience that they've so richly need but miss out on. So we will be traveling to Corinth, Malta, the Wilton branch, and Saratoga. The idea is to pick up the children at Malta and Corinth to get to those main sites, and we will do transportation between Wilton and Saratoga. We do have a set time on those buses based on what we have received from Brown's Busing, who we are contracting with. They will start in Saratoga. They will pick up anybody that's wanting to go to Wilton. They will then go to Corinth, Malta, then Wilton, and then they will make their final stop here at West Avenue. It could be a long day for some students on that bus. It's not our ideal, but it was a means to reach another population, but also try to give some convenience for families that have multiple children at different sites. We will then pick up at 3 p.m. here at Saratoga. We will start with our drop off at Wilton. We're going to basically reverse the order, then to Malta, then to Corinth, and then back to Saratoga. So we've picked up any kids that need to be brought from Wilton to Saratoga. At that time, they will be in the presence of one of our staff on the bus at all times. And so they won't be on the bus without one of our employees. We ask that you drop off just before the pickup times at those, excuse me, sorry. We ask that anybody utilizing that program, if you had, for example, a pickup at Malta at 8:15, you should be there by 8:05, 8:10, just to wait there for the bus. We will accept the children into the bus, into our care, and sign them in on our tadpoles at that time. And then you are free to come either to West Ave, Wilton, or again at Malta to pick up. I'd also like to show you at our website that you can find our camp calendar as well as our handbooks. Excuse me. So our camp calendar shows you obviously our weeks of operation, but it also has dates listed and color coded here that shows you when our payments are drafted, as well as any drop dates that you wish to drop a week of camp without penalty. We would be able to apply your $50 deposit to any other camp service that we have that you still are registered for. But we would not be able to issue a refund for those deposits. We would be able to apply it to camp services only. And it gives you our weekly themes along with the weeks they are, and then it shows the listed dates for your drop dates and your drafting dates that come out of your automatic payments. And then our handbook, which is also found at the website. Right down here, we have Battenkill, Toga, and Wilton. Inside our handy dandy electronic version here, you'll see a bunch of information with regards to, there's a letter from us, welcome you to camp, but it will give you weekly themes, your check-in and check-out, how that process will go, what a typical day at camp might look like, what to bring to camp. And of course, it's always important what you bring to camp is also what you do not bring to camp. So we do not recommend that electronics are sent or outside toys. We won't guarantee loss if something were to get lost or broken. We got a lot, sometimes there's hard feelings amongst the campers. So it's often best not to send in outside toys. If it's for a behavior thing or a security thing, we could certainly work with you. That we're not saying it can't come, but the best ideal is not to send outside toys so we can prevent loss and damage. And it talks about a little bit about us and what our weeks are. So you have access to that right online. We can certainly send that out if you would like that sent to you, but I would probably send it to you as a link, but it is a PDF right on the website. Typical day camp. We will start with the drop off and just group activities with our campers. 9 a.m. we'll have an opening ceremony. My hope is that the kids will be so into camp songs that will be the best part of their day. We're gearing up and learning songs as we speak so we can have a true camp experience with them. We will break for lunch and then we will do further camp activities, but this will be what a typical day looks like. We will do a bead ceremony at the end of the week. We are going to highlight the 4 core values of the YMCA: respect, responsibility, caring, and honesty. And we also have opportunities where we celebrate staff and children each week from each group to say, hey, they were an amazing camper this week, or we had an amazing counselor. And I expect that we should see all 30 of our camp counselors' names up on that list at some point. We have some amazing staff coming in, some existing, and some brand new, but excited and eager to be with your campers. Okay, well, I managed to go through my little list there pretty quickly. So I will open this up to anybody that has questions. If there are questions that I can't answer for you today, I will make a note of that. And I will certainly get that answer out to families. Because if you have it, someone else has that question too. So we will send it out via mass communication. So I will open it up to questions. If anybody has one, feel free to just ask away. And if you prefer, you can type it in the chat. I am able to see the chat as well. I will be online here and I will stay online for, I think we're scheduled. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Thank you. If anybody has any questions that come up later, I'm going to type my email in the chat. Horribly type it into the chat. You can certainly reach out to me directly there. Just to give you an idea of what our structure looks like for staffing, I didn't think to tell you that. My apologies. We will have Teresa Cooper is our executive director for child care services and camp services. I'm the camp director. I have 5 staff coming in as coordinators. Some of those staff members are staff you're already very familiar with if you're in the base programs. We have Andrea, Rachel, and Adam. I also have 2 incoming, 1 returning. Isley was with us last summer, and we have Patrick, a new staff member, coming as a coordinator. We also have 5 lead staff. These unit lead staff, along with the coordinators, will not be directly responsible for a group unless we have somebody that needed the day off or there's a call out. We do have a few vacations for staff here and there. They will be there to help stage and facilitate the day, making sure groups are getting to the right activity, make sure that if somebody needs to use the bathroom, that they're there to escort the child or cover for the staff member if it's a staff member using the restroom. They will be there to help facilitate and make sure that things are running smoothly. We will have 15 groups of campers with up to 12 children per group. So we're expecting 180 children per week here right now. It could go up as high as 200, but right now we are gearing for a 180 camp enrollment. There will be 1 week that we'll have a few extra kids from Camp Wilton due to an overflow list there, but that will be for 1 week only. So we have, like I mentioned, 15 groups. We will group them by age and grade, by what makes the most sense. We have taken into consideration some family requests. However, I can't fulfill all requests, so I will do my very best in terms of putting children in certain groups, or whether it's with a family member or somebody. You know, we've had requests for the best friend. We totally get it. We will do our very, very best to make those accommodations, but ultimately I will go by numbers. So we're within our ratio limitation guidance from Department of Health, which we have no more than 12 in the group. We could go up to 15, but right now we're sticking with 12. So we feel that we have a strong handle on that and we're not overextending any particular staff members. And I am just going to mute myself so you don't hear me saying I'm doing something awkward, because that will happen. But if anybody has any questions, I will stay here live and listen for anybody or look for any hand waving. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer them, or at least get the information from you so I can relay it back to you. Thank you. I'm so glad you could be here. I'm so glad. And I'm excited as much as your kids are excited, I'm sure.